That ain't gonna work. That'll work. What's up, YouTube? I'm gonna eat a snack while I talk to you guys. Pretty damn good, if you ask me. I'm drinking Arizona. Because I don't drink soda no more. Like, what I mean by soda, I mean like soft drinks. So I quit caffeine about 7 years ago. So I quit drinking Mountain Dews and Cokes and the Pepsis and went solely to Sprite. Sprite was my vice. If it was a drug, I was an addict. But then I got to where I was feeling bloated all the time. I just didn't feel right, and so I quit. So I quit Sprite. Hardest thing I ever did. And so now I drink soda water. I'll drink him. Sam's has got these drinks called Waterloo. They're a flavored soda drink, and I got an app. I'll scan the barcode and see what the rating is, and it's 100% good for you. So, or it ain't bad for you. So it's 100% fine. So I'll drink them, and I'll drink them LaCroix, and that's about it. But them LaCroix and Waterloo has a lime drink, a lime flavored one. It tastes just like Sprite. And so when I get the hankering for a Sprite, I'll grab one of those ice cold and drink one of those. These are like a little pastry that's got peanut butter inside of it, and it's got jam, strawberry jam as a dip. Some bunch are good as shit. You can only get them at Sam's Club limited time. They don't sell them all the time. I think they sell them like once a year. And so we bought us a box up at Sam's Club. Man, they're so damn good. And it's all natural, I do believe. It ain't got all that shit in it. It's bad for you. Oh, flies. So what's going on, guys? How y'all doing this evening? Whew. Almost at the camera right here, so you ain't gotta watch me eat, because I know it probably don't look cool. So I'll eat my snack, and I'll get back to y'all in a minute. But I'll still talk to you. I can see y'all's comments and shit. Let me know in the comments who's on live. Last night was pretty good live. Talked about Houston and the power problems they're having, and what they're doing to the power companies is going out and help them. It's awful. And then talked about school and being a kid and growing up in elementary school and shit. Talked about pretty good bitch last night. How y'all doing? Let me know in the comments who's on, so I know who I'm talking to. And if you haven't subscribed or liked, go ahead and do that. It's free. We're back down to 1. We had 4 in the house, but we're back down to 1. Well, back down to 0 now. What's up, Marilla? How you doing this fine evening? Hope all is well. If you haven't been watching, I'm eating, and I don't think it looks professional to me eating on camera. So I can still see your comments and stuff. Piss. There you go. I shouted piss for you. I was gonna try to make it earlier, but I had a late start getting to my house to feed my animals, and didn't get back here until about 20 minutes ago. YouTube got you. Whoever commented something, YouTube got you. I didn't. Well, we got 2 in the house. What's going on? Whew. I'm done. Pretty good. Little snack on the go. It's called this stuff. That's backwards on y'all's end, but it's PB&J strawberry sticks. Pretty good. They're sold at Sam's Club, limited time. They're peanut butter wafer sticks and strawberry jam. It's a product of Greece, so it comes a long way from home. So what's going on, guys and gals? Men and women, shapes of all sizes. How does it tonight? We got 3 in the house. Comment down there below, see who I'm talking to. See who's listening. I want to see who's listening, so I know who to talk to directly. I was hoping No Limits would join back to the lives, but he ain't been on the last few times, so he must be busy. No Croissant, he missed it last night too, but he commented on my last video saying that he's sorry he missed it, but hopefully he'll show up tonight while I'm on here. Well, back down on 0. Oh well. I guess nobody wants to hear my bullshit tonight. What's y'all's opinion? I got my opinion, but what's y'all's opinion on the flat Earth and the round Earth theory? Are we a ball, or are we just flat plane, straight flat plane? I think the Earth is round, sphere shaped. So that's what I think. Because I believe if we were flat, all other 9 planets, or all other 8 planets, would be flat as well. So, and the moon probably flat too. So, I don't believe that there's a 300, 400 feet barrier of ice around the world is holding us together. I don't believe that stupid shit. But people's gonna say shit to fit their narrative. So they're gonna say, "Oh, it says it right here in the book." So blah blah blah. Okay, it may say that, but somebody wrote that. Somebody just is bullshitting. I think. Just like when people talk about Area 51, people's like, "Yeah, they got the aliens down there. The aliens are in the Area 51." Well, that might be so. Nobody knows. Well, nobody like us knows anyway. Because all that is just an Air Force base. I mean, if they had aliens down there, I mean, I think by now with all of our technology, we would have done found out. Somebody would let some picture slip and find its way to the internet. And then people got to get their minute of fame. Oh shit, an alien! I'm gonna take a picture of it. What's up, killer? How's it going? I'm here running my mouth about Area 51 and aliens and shit. Yeah, by now I think somebody let some damn actual footage slip about Area 51 if it was an underground facility with aliens and junk. Because everybody's got to have their 5 minutes of fame. Why aren't you feeling alright, man? What's the matter? What's on your mind? If you want to, we'll talk about it. If you don't, that's cool too. You tell me shut the hell up. Yeah, right? So you a hacker, huh? That's pretty cool, man. Yeah, wink, wink. You never know, man. I mean, I believe if they were aliens and they were, I mean, I believe there is aliens out in the world, but I don't believe we've got them captive down in the ground in Area 51. But I believe though, if we did have them, we'd already know about it. Well, that's cool, man. I've always wanted to learn how to hack. I tried to get into that back when I was younger on the dark web and shit, trying to learn. But I've talked to a lot of people on the dark web back years ago. But it's too much to keep up with. You got to have your IP address bouncing all over the fucking globe at every 2 seconds. You got to have your location keep moving, and it's just too much to keep up with. Yeah. Who's doing drugs? Popular pug. I don't know goddamn drugs. I don't know if you're talking to me or talking to Killa over here, but I don't do drugs. When have you ever seen a 250-pound crackhead? Never. When have you ever seen a 250-pound meth head? Never. Because they don't exist. Yeah, Narnia. Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, no regular people will ever know about Area 51, the truth in it and shit. Nobody like us will ever know. Like, regular, average Joe people. Yeah, right. Yeah, onion. Yeah, I know something about onions. Yeah, I know all about that, dude. When I was learning how to surf the dark web, uh, I ended up in some kind of fucking evil chat room, people selling body parts and shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I just kept, going through it, and people. So there was somebody on there trying to sell body parts, and I'm like, what the shit have I got myself into? So I backed the shit out real quick. But man, people don't understand the dark web. You can buy guns, like illegal guns. You can buy freaking army tanks. You can buy anything you want to buy that you typically can't buy in the outside world. You can buy on there. This shit freaked me the hell out. But I quit doing it because I couldn't keep up, keeping my location going, bouncing around. Because you don't know who's watching, and there's always somebody better than you on there, and they'll end up finding out where you're at. So I ended up just quitting. Yeah, the dark web, man, it's just scary. It's a scary place. There's a YouTuber that his buddy hacks, and he'll go on there and buy those dark web mystery boxes. And he was doing an unboxing one night, and he pulled out somebody's fucking, like, it was a scalp, like somebody got scalped with a razor blade. It was someone's skin and hair, and I'm like, God. And all kind of crap in that mystery box. I think he paid like $500 for that box, and he got somebody's diary. He wouldn't read the diary. He said it's too explicit for YouTube. So he said, put it to you this way, he's like, it'll make your skin crawl. What was in that diary? And then he pulled out a flash drive that he showed like a quick image of what was on the flash drive, and I can't get the image out of my head. It was a pretty bad image. It was someone's corpse. I don't mean to get all nasty on here, but it was somebody's corpse that was been eaten alive by maggots. It was weird. It was wild. So yeah, he has a YouTube channel on there that's what he does for content. He buys them mystery boxes. What's up, Casey Farms? What's going on? Yeah, we're talking about the dark web and the shit on the dark web. Yeah, I got out of the dark web. I quit doing it. I didn't like a lot of the crap I seen on there. Yeah. I met a hacker once when I was working at Amazon in one of their fulfillment centers. He had a $20,000 computer set up and software, and he told me for the right price he could get me a debit card with unlimited amount of money on it. He says, I said, well, I got curious. It got me curious. I said, well, how much does it cost? He's like, you give me $1,000, and I can get you a debit card with an unlimited amount of money on it. I said, no way. He's like, yeah, man, I have built software to where it hacks the big corporate banks around the world, and he says the software will pull out like 50 cents at a time out of everybody's account around the whole world. And I said, and you're working at Amazon. I mean, what the hell? He's like, dude, he's like, I don't, he's like, he's like, it is cool. He's like, but I got to stay under the radar. I can't. He's like, I'm about to move anyway. I'm about to move to Oklahoma. And he's like, I've already been caught once almost. And he's like, I got to stay on the move. What's up, Croissant? But I said, nah, man, I think I'll pass on the unlimited debit card because I don't know how safe that shit is. He's like, okay. Casey Farms, what's going on? What's going on, buddy? How are y'all doing tonight? Yeah, we're just talking about hacking and dark web and stuff like that, and what I experienced on the dark web. I don't do it no more. It's been years. It's probably been 15 years. That's pretty cool, walking the dogs. Heck, it's damn dark where I'm at. That's damn 12 o'clock. Ugh. Well, how was y'all's day? Mine was alright. Yep, it's 11:54 here. What kind of dogs do you got? I got little dogs right with me right now, and then I got my bigger dogs are at my house. Yep, that's about what time it is here. Yep, on the dot. 11:55. Since y'all used to miss the stream last night, I talked about Last night we talked about Houston down in Texas, where that storm hit and knocked all the power lines and shit down, where all of the power companies coming across other states going down there to fix their power, and then they getting attacked by the people in Houston. We talked about that. Then we talked about school and growing up as a kid, and how school affected me and all that crap. It was pretty decent live. I mean, it wasn't like the greatest, but it was alright. Also, you got a mixture of babies. Yeah, I got two pits and then a mutt. I don't know what Augie is. He's a mix of something. And then I got Rocky. Rocky is a I just had it. I lost it. He's a weird breed. He's real furry. And then I got a Japanese chin. And then I got a Dotson. Yeah, I haven't seen him either. I haven't seen him at all in the last few streams. I think he was having a bad day that day. But hopefully we helped him out on his bad day, because I think he was having a bad evening that day. I don't know if there's any way to talk to anybody on private. I'm just gonna keep it the way it is, bub. That's one thing YouTube don't have anymore is Messenger. They used to back probably 12, 13 years ago. They had a feature on YouTube, but you could only access it on the computer. Is that you had a messenger on there, and you can actually privately message your YouTubers and all that crap. But you can't do that anymore. They took that away. I think because people were bombarding the big YouTubers and they didn't like it. So it's whatever. I didn't even know you could do that up until they cut it off. So I'm like, well, great. I could have been using that. But oh well. Yeah, maybe he is recovering. But I think he was having a bad evening, because he was talking about unaliving himself and stuff. I hope he's all right though. Well, man, I don't know how to make this private. I mean, I don't know how to do none of that. So whatever it is, it's just gonna have to wait. I mean, I don't know what else to do. And it used to also have a feature to where you could leave your email, and then like you would create you like a email that you don't use, like not a private email, but like a YouTube email, and you could email also, but they don't have that anymore either. Buddy, I don't know how to make this private. You can't, I don't know if you can do that, Bob. I don't know. I don't know how you do that. Yeah, there's nothing on here I can do. I can share it. I can moderate the messages. I mean, I don't know I don't know. Well, I don't have Xbox, so I don't know what to tell you on that one. Yeah, I'm beginning to think that too. I don't know. He ain't been making really much sense since he's been talking, so I don't know. But I'm No Limits. I haven't seen him in a couple streams either. Like me and him and a guy named Nick. They they were on a couple of my lives back to back, and they were really good. Talked about everything. I haven't seen them on here either. Yeah, people are strange. Yeah, I've got 4 people right now, so hopefully they'll chime in. Check your click on my name and see if your bell notification's on. Because I know it does notify people that has the bell notification all the way on. Because my dad, he subscribed to my channel too. And when he was on his phone yesterday, it come across his phone that I was live. So it might be that. Yeah, I've noticed that I've had a lot of people in my stream that won't say anything, but they'll watch, and I appreciate it. But I'd like to know what what they want to talk about, and what they think. I'm just curious, you know. I like to know what people's thinking about whatever we're talking about. What do you guys think about the flat Earth and the round Earth theory? Me, I'm a round Earth guy, so I don't believe that Earth is flat. Because I believe if the Earth was flat, the other 8 planets would be flat as well. That's just my theory on it. So what do you two think? Round or flat? I'm round. I think it's round. So that's just my opinion. Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Is like when you would look through a telescope to see one of the planets that's close by. It's circle. It's not flat. It's not like that. It's like that. So why would the Earth be flat and the rest of them be round? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. No, you're exactly right. That's what I think too. I mean, I don't believe that the Earth is flat. I just there's not enough proof. Even though people's gonna people on YouTube that I've seen, that they'll say whatever they want to make it fit their narrative, to make you believe that it's flat. To me, that ain't not enough proof. So I don't believe that we're in a glass dome. There's a guy on YouTube that says if you get this certain encyclopedia from like 50 years ago, that this guy is an explorer, talks about going to Antarctica and back in the 50s, and he said he shot some kind of flare or something in the air, and it bounced off the top and it come back down or some bull crap. And he said you could read it right here in this encyclopedia that blah blah this coordinates, and you can see it right here. Blah. His theory is we live in a glass. There's a glass dome over us. Nobody ever was to thought about the glass dome thing until the Simpsons put it into their damn cartoon, because they believe that the Simpsons can predict the future, and that's what they think. They think that the Simpsons are right, basically. Because I've never heard the dome theory until the Simpsons come out. And then everybody wanted to start talking about the dome theory. I'm like, that's some bullshit. This one's got a skull with webs and two black widows, and my fingers say born free. Born on my right hand and free on my other. Thought that the earth was flat back when they were getting less taxes than us. Yeah. But I was also watching a video to where it kind of caught me off guard, because I never thought about it this way. But we're the only mammal on planet Earth that pays to live. Think about that for a second. Dogs are mammals, cows and chickens and all that is basically we're basically an animal, mammal, animal, whatever. But we're the only ones that pay to live. Somebody brought that to my attention, and then I seen it on YouTube, and I'm like, oh my god, that makes so much fucking sense. Pardon my language. That makes so much sense. You know, that just don't make sense to me. I mean, it makes sense, but don't make sense. But you know, it just blew my mind when I first somebody brought it to my attention. I'm like, no freaking way. I never thought about that. But I mean, I wouldn't mind going to a barter system. I mean, to trade. I mean, if you, instead of having money, if you wanted that nice sports car, but like, well, I got these 3 tractors and this, I'll trade you that for that sports car. I mean, life would be a little bit more slower, but I think it'd be more simple than having money. I think it'd be a little bit more simple, but it would move a little, life would move a little bit slower if we were on like a barter system. What do y'all think? Y'all probably think I'm crazy and shit, but I mean, it is what it is. But I like to barter. I like to trade stuff. I bought toilet paper for 2 dinners. I bought toilet paper, 2 dinners, and bread, and it was, yeah, it's expensive. It's expensive as crap. I mean, I don't know how y'all feel about, politics and Trump or Biden or whatever. It don't matter. Don't make no difference to me. But Trump had said that he wants to get rid of the IRS. He wants to get rid of federal tax, and I don't know how much better that would be. But you would get your whole paycheck pretty much. Yep, food and gas, man. it's so expensive to live. Like, I'm 34. I remember back when I was little, when I started paying attention to prices and junk. A gallon of milk was like $1.25 a gallon. Bread was like $1.05, $1.10 a loaf. You could get sandwich stuff that could feed you for a week less than $15. Now, sandwich stuff, you get your chips, your meat that you want, and your cheese and bread. It's going to run you $50, if not $60. And it really depends on how many people you're feeding who's going to be eating them sandwiches. So you might have to get double of what you normally buy. And then gas, the lowest gas price I ever remember growing up was probably 75 to 80 cents a gallon. That was probably the least gas price I've seen. Now it's depending on what state you're in, it could be anywhere from $3 a gallon to $8 a gallon, depending on what state you're from. But the reason why gas is so expensive is because we don't get oil from ourselves. We had to buy oil from Saudi Arabia and over there, and then we at one point back when I was little, they had like 6 or 7 oil refineries where they make the gas, so it made gas cheaper. So as the years went on, they closed them all. I think now we've got 1 or 2 refineries in the United States, period, and that's why gas is so damn expensive, because it costs so much to get it out from one end to the other. That's why California's gas is like $8 a gallon. I could be wrong. I'm just exaggerating, but it's because they're so far away from the refinery, and it costs so much for them to get the gas out there. Hey, Cardboard, man, what's going on, man? Where you been the last few of these lives, man? Where you been? Where you been hiding? I about forgot about you. I'm doing good, man. We're talking about gas prices and food, and how high everything is to live. See, poor Alaska don't have a refinery nowhere near them. They're like 2,000 or more miles away, and their gas up there, is like $10 a gallon. And because it costs so much for them tankers to travel from wherever to get their fuel and go all the way back to Alaska. There's some towns up in Alaska that only gets gas delivered once a month. So you better not have to go nowhere. That's the reason why a lot of people up in them smaller cities, in smaller towns, they use four-wheelers, snowmobiles, and what have it, because it uses less gas. Yep. I don't drink beer, but I remember beer used to be pretty cheap back in the day. And now, like you said, one single beer is like $3 or $4. Yep. Stuff's so expensive nowadays, it's not even funny. It's hard for people to live. And if you can look back in the statistics, everything starts going up when the Democrats take office in the White House. You can look it up. It's in black and white. And I don't know why that is. I mean, I don't know why one over the other is more expensive to live versus one that ain't that much money to live. I mean, I don't get it. I don't understand what their train of thoughts are up there in Washington D.C. I mean, I just don't understand it. It's the reason why I don't really dabble into politics, because it gets too confusing for me. My wife, she can talk about politics, and she'll say shit that makes my brain start sweating. Because I don't understand it. I just know enough that the president we've got now ain't worth a shit, because he don't even know his ass from holding ground, bless his heart. At this point, I think it's elder abuse. He got on national TV the other day, and he was with the president of Ukraine. You can watch it; it's on there. And he's like, "I'm here with the president of Ukraine. Here's President Putin." And I'm like, "Oh my God, no, he didn't." He just embarrassed this man on national TV. I mean, he just don't know. And it ain't his fault. People want to blame him for being dumb or whatever, but he's old. I mean, the man's got probably dementia or Alzheimer's. I mean, he's not good. You know, it's not his fault that he's in bad health, because I mean, any person with his age is gonna have problems. You know. Anyway, all right. There's okay. Pork chop said, "I can see you are a ninja." Yeah, yep. Cardboard says, "Shit, that's my dad lost his job. Uh, shut it down about 5 years ago. Worked at a local refinery. Yeah, yeah. See. Uh, yeah, he has ninja skills. Dang cardboard. Smiley face, smiley face. Cardboard putting. Okay, yeah. I don't think the Casey Farm said, I don't think he even understands what is going on, unfortunately. No, I don't think he does. I don't think that he does know what's going on. You know? Because either way, if he's a bad person, if he's a good person, he's still going through like mental stuff because he's old. You know, it's because he, at the end of the day, he is somebody's son, he is somebody's grandpa, he is somebody's brother, he is somebody's dad. And if it was mine or your dad up there, and they're old as shit, and they're going through the stuff he's going through, you wouldn't want people, making fun of him, because he's old. I mean, he don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, I don't believe in what his beliefs are and anything, but I still feel bad for him. I mean, a good person with a heart would feel bad for him, because you got to put yourself in his shoes. What if it was you up there acting a fool and you don't know what you're doing because you're old and your mind's slipping? It's not your fault. That's just old. He's old. I don't think diarrhea is hereditary. I think diarrhea is because if you eat something that your stomach said no. Unless you've got Crohn's disease. Now, Crohn's disease is hereditary. Crohn's disease is a stomach disorder, or it's guts and stomach disorder, to where you eat certain foods and it causes, you go to the bathroom a lot, and it causes polyps in your intestines and stuff. Yeah, I think diarrhea would only be hereditary if you've got a chronic disorder like IBS or Crohn's. Then you'll have diarrhea all the time. So, my boy, he has Crohn's disease at 16 years old, so he's on the toilet more than he is not. He can just drink water and it get right through him like it's bad. The only thing I can tell you to quit, for your diarrhea to quit, is stop eating spicy foods. But if you want to cleanse your body, clean your body out, just go eat some Korean food. That'll clean you right out. I'm telling you, it will. Eat you some Korean food. If you can eat Korean food and not shit yourself, then you got an iron stomach. Because I work security down here, and SK Battery is being built, and SK Battery is a Korean company, so they would get this Korean place to cater every night, and so they would bring us food at the booth, at our security booth, and at that point I've never had Korean food before, but it smelled really good, so I ate it, and I'm like, oh, nope, and so yeah, I was in the Porta John more than I was on duty for like 4 nights after eating one plate of it. So yeah, it's not good. But then again, then after that, um, the catering guy come at my booth and he left me a plate of food, and guess what? I ate it. And guess what happened? I was back in the Porta John. Oh, if you can eat Indian food, then you can eat any damn thing in the world. You could probably eat a dead animal on the side of the road with some garlic if you can eat damn Indian food. Oh my gosh, man. Indian food. Okay, here's the 3 hottest food that you could probably possibly eat in your life. And that's Indian food, Korean food, and Thai food. If you can eat Thai food, I think Thai food's right up there with Indian food, to be honest with you. But Thai, I won't even touch it. They put so many hot chilies in their fucking food that it'll start burning your eyes as soon as they bring you the plate. It'll start burning your eyes before it even gets to your table. I'm telling you, I knew somebody from high school that was from Thailand, and they brought something home they brought stuff from home to eat at lunch. And as soon as he popped that lid open beside me, my eyes started pouring like I was crying. It was so damn hot. I said, "How do you eat that, man?" He's like, "With my mouth." I said, "Well, good for you. You eat it then." I said, "I bet your butthole hates you after that." Good Lord. But Korean food is good. It's just very hot. It's very spicy. And they had these in the Korean food plates. They had these. It looked like deep fried onions. You know how you get like on a barbecue sandwich, they'll put the deep fried onions on it. Well, that's what it looked like. I thought it was onions. No, it was damn squid, fried squid. And so I'm like, I didn't know what it was till my wife. She told me what it was, and I'm like, well then. I said, ain't that calamari or whatever? And she's like, yeah. So I've never had it before, and so that was pretty good. Go to you a Thai joint and get you a chili soup. Yeah, it'll burn your eyes. It's so hot. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it because it'll eat a hole through your stomach if you ain't used to it. I'm telling you. Oh yeah, you'll know when you feel it 100%. You 100% right, old son. Thai food, man, is so hot. It is so freaking spicy. When your eyes say no, then you better listen to your eyes, because your mouth and butthole ain't gonna want to appreciate it. Like that guy on YouTube, I'm gonna give him a shout out. He's real famous. Spicy King. That boy right there. I've watched him. He got a bowl. He went to a restaurant and he got a chili soup from a Thai restaurant, and he not only got the chili soup, but he also put his some kind of ghost pepper sauce he makes, and then all that hot crap he eats on his channel and puts in the soup with it. And I'm like, boy, God, dog, man, how do you do that crap? Yeah. Cardboard, just because you said the S word, they blocked it, but I see what you're saying. It says, crap, that's the thing how your backyard Mexican got his stomach ulcers. Yeah, you're exactly right. Mexican food's hot, but it don't come close on the tier of hot foods. It's maybe top 8, but it ain't nothing like Thai food. Thai and Indian food, it's top 2 for the most hot food you can eat. And then somebody put something and it says held for review. I can't even read that one. So, it is what it is. YouTube wants to damn moderate this, and I don't know how to get them not to do it, but it is what it is. So there for a while, I thought I had an ulcer in my stomach because I kept having heartburn over and over and over and over and over. But I still have it. I take medicine for it. But they ended up going down in my throat with the camera, and they looked, and I had no ulcers, thank the Lord. But they don't know what's causing my heartburn either. Well, we went from 5 down to 2, so hopefully they'll come back or whatever. Where'd Croissant go? Where'd he go? There's 3 people back in the house. That's cool. But it's wild though, man. All right, well, good night, Miss KC Farms. I'll see y'all in the next one. Hopefully you'll get notified again in my next live. It'll be hopefully tomorrow. Everything goes all right. Later. I'm about to end it anyway. About 3 minutes. I'm gonna go to an hour and I'm gonna cut it off, I reckon. But yeah. See, over in Vietnam, that's the only country that I think that I know of that still eat dog over there. Oh yeah, you can. But yeah, they still eat dog over there. And I was watching a food channel. The guy, I don't know, I can't remember his channel, but he goes around the world eating strange foods that countries have to offer. And he went to Vietnam, and they ended up saving like 3 or 4 dogs from being slaughtered. No, China in the main cities I don't think does it anymore. Maybe a couple of cities outside of the big city, but it's mainly Vietnam that eats dogs. People think it's a stereotype and it's wrong, but it's actually the truth because Vietnam over there in Vietnam actually still does it. Because it was on that guy's channel. He refused to eat it because he asked what it was, and they said it was dog. He's like, I ain't eating that. He's like, I don't care who it offends, I'm not eating no dog. And they ended up going and saving like 3 dogs from being eaten. And where I grew up, this has happened back when I was in middle school or elementary school. There was a Japanese restaurant, and they were next door to a animal shelter, right up close where I'm from. And the animal shelter kept missing animals. They couldn't find dogs, and they couldn't find the cats. They were missing animals, and they couldn't figure out where they were going. And this is a true story. I'm not making this shit up. And well, a health inspector come in to the restaurant because like 5 or 6 people had gotten food poisoning, and they all come back to their restaurant. Well, they showed up unannounced one day, and they went to their locker, to the freezer locker back where they keep the meat and stuff, and they found dogs and cats hung up by their legs in the freezer. I'm like, no freaking way. I've ate there before. And but luckily we didn't get sick. And then they went out back and they found 2 or 3 55-gallon drums with all of their heads in it, just sitting out there in a 55-gallon drum. And the people there were charged. They were arrested. They got like 10 years for animal cruelty, and then they were their visas were taken away from them, and they were deported after they would do their time in prison over here. And this happened probably back in 03, 04, maybe. I was probably 13 when it happened. I was probably in 6th grade. That's a true story. But I can't tell you where to look because it'll give up where I live. But I don't want nobody to really know where I live. But yeah, that's God's hand of God's true story right there. Because we all couldn't believe it because everybody ate there. Everybody that I know ate there. We ate there probably once a month. And turned out we were eating dog and cat. Like no shit. That's 100% truth. And when the cops come in, okay, health inspector went in, found what they were, doing, and then they actually had an officer with them, just in case shit went south. And the owner tried to run out the back, and they ended up having to tase him, and he went to the ground, and they arrested him, of course. It was him, his wife, and I think it was his brother, all the owners of that restaurant. Yeah, it was the animals. The animals kept missing from the animal shelter down the street. Yep. And they was breaking in to the animal shelter, taking the animals. And the animal shelter didn't have cameras at the time, so they didn't really know who was doing it. But what got them caught was 5 or 6 people they all got food poisoning. And it all traced back to that restaurant. So the health inspector went in unannounced. Usually they'll call you, which to me that they shouldn't call you, period. They shouldn't warn you, hey, we're coming in. But down here, some of them will call the restaurant and say, hey, I'm coming in to look at your place. But they did it unannounced, found everything, and arrested them. All right, cool, man. Cardboard, I'll be on tomorrow, man, so hit me back up, man. But anyway, we'll catch back up tomorrow, guys. It's been over an hour stream, so I appreciate y'all being here. Thank y'all for coming out, and hopefully y'all's nights will get better. If y'all are having a bad night, I hope it gets better, and hopefully tomorrow will be better for you. If anybody's going through any shit or whatever. But I will see y'all tomorrow. Later.